Americans. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I understand why they would be upset, but I also agree with John. Like, they did make this huge decision to basically remove themselves from the royal family. I mean, they're still part of it, but they made this big decision to come here to the U.S. and live here and really live their own life separately. So, I mean, what did they expect? But either way, those are the rumors.
Already forgot about it.
All right, Heather. All right, coming up next, it was a wild and wacky, emotional sports weekend for lots of folks. We'll get into what was the best of the sports weekend. Coming up next, 97 won the ticket.
97 won the ticket. What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Pro Football Futures Market. Let's take a look at regular season MVP, where Kansas City's quarterback is obviously the favorite, plus 400, and the quarterback of Tampa Bay is at plus 1,200. If you're looking for someone farther down the board, though, a long shot to win regular season MVP, how about Miami's second-year quarterback out of Alabama at 66-1? No, it was a disappointing rookie year for him, but it's a new offense now, going to know the playbook better. A lot of new weapons on offense, and I expect a big second-year jump from Miami's second-year talented quarterback. So 66-1. If you're looking to get away from the big guns at the top of the odds board, Miami starting quarterback 66-1 looks appetizing to win league MVP. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more. With the day, must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Now is a great time to get a new set of wheels during the Kia Trade-In, Trade-Up sales event. Hi friends, Bill Gowling here for Gowling Kia Madison Heights, telling you about some of the great values. Qualified buyers can lease a 2021 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive for just $156 a month. Leases for 36 months, 10,000 miles here to 3,000 due at signing. We have 23 various Sportages to choose from, with more on the way. So come visit our new dealership on 14 Mile Road, east of the Oakland Mall in Madison Heights. Remember, we want to see you at a Gowling Kia. Check us out online at GowlingKia.com.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. We are so proud that we now have over 3,000 five-star reviews from our clients, with the majority of our loans closing in 10 business days or less. Call 248-308-5000 or go to callhallfirst.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first stage. ZipRecruiter.
Turn left onto West Long Lake Road.
And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/hire. ZipRecruiter.com/hire.
In 2018, marijuana use became legal in Michigan for adults over the age of 21. It's legal in Detroit and Grand Rapids. It's legal in Bad Axe and Goodhart. It's legal in hell. And it's legal in paradise. But there's one place in Michigan where being high is never legal, and that's behind the wheel of a car. Studies show that marijuana impairs key driving skills like tracking, attention, reaction time, and hand-eye coordination. If you're found guilty of driving under the influence of marijuana, you could have your license suspended and face fines. You may even have to serve time in jail, which is not good, even in paradise. So remember, even though marijuana is legal, driving high is not. Don't drive high. It's the law. A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Capurro of National Benefit Plans. For a
2. And the Astros for 4. Heather, you get back to the ballpark this week?
Oh, yes, I will be there, but not until Thursday.
Oh, okay.
And then all weekend. So I've got a few days to, get ready to prepare myself.
Well, you can put up with myself, my wife, and my kids on Thursday. We're going.
Oh, yay!
Family
Oh,
night at the
too.
ballpark.
All right. Who's throwing on Thursday night?
I don't know. Probably, my luck, it'll be a bullpen guy. Bullpen day.
Bullpen day.
Really Peralta, maybe. I have no idea. Just go out there.
Oh, Urania.
Well, he's been great. Anyway, what a weekend it really was with some emotional, intense playoff action. We had the U.S. Open and what John Rahm did, and other things in baseball, like Otani hitting a couple home runs against the Tigers. I do have to mention last night, pulling it up inside. Yeah, the Sixers was great that they won on Friday. I didn't think they would do that, forcing a Game 7. So you think they're at home, it's Game 7, they're going to win. But no, they lose 103-96. They weren't even able. Trae Young was good at the end. Kevin Huerter had 27 points. He was very good at defending. I don't know why you wouldn't put Ben Simmons on him, but that's a whole different thing. Doc Rivers loses another Game 7. Embiid was okay. He had like 8 turnovers. He had a lot of points. Tobias Harris, you look at this box score, 24 points, whatever. Yeah, he was 8 for 24. I'm short on a lot of layups. But the focus, and rightfully so.
At the next light, turn left.
Well, we spoke about it a lot last week. He was 2 for 4. I don't want to make fun of him as much because I believe he has a mental problem. You have a guy who is making $30 million, whatever the hell he's making. He's number one overall pick a couple of years ago, part of the quote-unquote process, and it's obvious. His body language, everything. He does not want the ball. There's
At the
something
light,
wrong.
turn left onto
He
West
goes to the
Long
free
Lake
throw
Road.
line, he clears up. He can't come through. Then he doesn't want to shoot. And in a playoff series, it's pretty easy for the defense. You only have to guard 4 guys, basically. And I don't even want to call it the turning point, but the play that just, epitomized Ben Simmons, where it was a 1-point game, they were down, about 3.5 minutes left. He gets the ball, he makes a great spin move to the basket, an easy go up for a dunk, and he passes the ball to Tebow, or whatever his name is, Thibault, and he gets fouled, he makes one, misses one. But come on, if you can't decide to dunk the ball, then maybe you should even be playing basketball right now. You need either a sports psychiatrist, who knows, he might be getting therapy right now. But it's obvious, there's something mentally wrong with him.
It seemed to me. Now I don't watch them like you watch them. And there was a moment in that game where Ben Simmons drove and he got a charge. I don't know if you maybe about 7 or 8 minutes left in the fourth. And that to me signified a moment, and there were different moments throughout the playoffs and throughout this series where it felt like he was ready to step out, like he was ready to do something, and then the ball just didn't bounce his way, the calls didn't go his way, and it's like he crawls back in the hole. So to your point, the mental side of this for him is every time he goes to try and do something, like if he had been able to just shift his body weight a little bit and get fouled himself and just see some success. I think he really just needs to see some success. There's a lot of pressure. No, he doesn't want to go to the foul line, but if he's able to, I don't know, make a shot or something just falls, I think he's in that very fragile position right now where he just needs something to go his way, and it just never seems. And now I'm not excusing him. He has to make that happen.
Yeah. I don't know.
And he didn't.
And look, there's all talk, they should trade him, which they probably should. I don't know what you can get for him. Some team going to take a chance, on that with that contract. What can you get in return? I don't know. I mean, they've had 2 situations. He and Markelle Fultz, when they drafted him, he's a basket case too.
Maybe there's somebody in the league that's been a former teammate, a former coach, or something that gives him that blankie, right? The blankie effect, the little bit of comfort that he needs to be comfortable out there.
Right, and you thought Doc Rivers would be that guy. That said, this whole process thing needs to be blown up. I mean, you keep Embiid because he's still a very talented player, but he comes up small a lot when you really need him. He had like 8 turnovers last night. So, unfortunately for me, they are done. But there are so many exciting things that happened over the weekend. 248-539-9797. What was it for you? I mean, the obvious one was Durant's shot Saturday night. I mean, it was just, he is so freaking good right now. And it's just a shame. Man, believe me, I'm glad Brooklyn lost because I don't like the whole concept of what they do there. But I love watching him.
It's a shame they lost because a lot of the moments that he had in the series, and we'll talk about them, but we'll talk about them in a different light. If they had won, it would have been solely on the back of Kevin Durant.
Right.
And all of those moments, the 48 points, the minutes, was it 53 minutes?
Yeah.
That he played in this game. I mean, all of those things would have talked about in legendary status.
And it was obvious he petered out in overtime.
He's just tired. He was exhausted.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happens. 248-539-9797. What for you was, your favorite part of this sports weekend? There was a lot of great things going on. Ohtani, like I mentioned. To me, my number one was not even Kevin Durant.
Mine neither. And I hope you're stealing one.
Mine was in the Islanders Tampa.
Okay.
The defensive play
Yes.
that Polak made to save that game was just unfreaking believable. One of the greatest, you might want to call it luck, I don't know what you want to call it, but he was in the right position at the right time. He dove across, the goalie, was out of position a little bit, and he saved the game from going in overtime. The Islanders would win the game and setting up a best-of-3 series now, it's 2-2. That was one of the greatest defensive plays in hockey history, not made by a goalie. Along with what Lidstrom did back in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
97, right? Anyway, yeah. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It was effort. It was everything that you want to see in a playoff series.
Yeah.
Guys doing everything that they possibly can and understanding that's what makes teams great is when somebody gets out of position, because it happens, right? Guys are trying to make plays. But can you cover my ass? And Polak was able to do that and make a great moment and a great one, probably one of the. Do you think this is going to be one of the unsung moments if they go on to win the series or possibly win the cup?
If they win the cup or win the series, it's not going to be unsung. It's going to be sung.
Well, it should be. But there's, people are going to talk about goals that are scored, and there's been some moments where I've just watched guys. And here's an example: Charles Woodson. Everybody talks about his interception in the Rose Bowl. They talk about all of the plays that he made, but the one that he made, I thought the best play, and he's talked about this. I think Brian Greasy talked about this last time he was on. Was we ran it was a reverse pass or a double pass, and Charles ended up eating the ball and not throwing it. That was one of the best decisions and best plays of that game, but nobody will ever talk about it. Now, this one was a little bit more spectacular, but I just don't know. It's not the same flair as a goal, and I just hope that it doesn't go unnoticed because of the importance of it and the effort that it took. For me this weekend, it was John Rahm. It was watching and to win the U.S. Open after having to, get, DQ'd or withdrawn or whatever you want to say from the memorial. But it was watching him on the driving range. He had already, finished his round. And he was staying warm on the driving range in case there was a playoff hole. And when he learned and saw that, hey, I won, to go back and give his wife a kiss and hold his little baby and celebrate. I thought, to me, that was, especially on Father's Day, it was just unbelievable. That, to me, was the ultimate moment of this past week.
The U.S. Open and Father's Day, from Pete Stewart on down. The moments are incredible. God, what's yours?
I mean, you couldn't beat Rahm in some ways with those 2 putts. I mean,
Yeah.
when's the last time we saw somebody go and get a major like that?
Yeah, he shoots 67.
But those 2 putts, man, I mean, that's as clutch as it gets. I gotta say, maybe the most special thing that happened, a little off the radar, because it's baseball and didn't matter as much, but how about the Yankees turning a triple play walk-off?
I know.
To win the game. I
Their
mean,
third one in 31 days.
I know.
and that's a record time. Third triple play of the season. Nobody's ever had more than 3 in a season. But it was right down the third. He just went third, second, first, boom, walk-off, game winner.
Yeah, basically it was a tailor-made triple play.
I don't know
Yes, it
if
was.
you've seen in terms of multiple outs to win a game in baseball.
Yeah.
Starting
It's one
route
thing
to
to make a great
14464
catch to win a
Syracuse
game,
Street.
but to get 3 outs on one play, that's
In
amazing.
half a mile, turn left onto West 14 Mile Road.
97. Your favorite thing in the world of sports this weekend? Maybe it's something that we did not
At
mention.
the next light, turn
also,
left.
John Rahm. John referred to the memorial thing. That's karma at its finest, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That is just karma at its freaking finest. What are your karma moments in sports that you remember 97 won the team?
Hey, you guys, Heather Park here. If you're a sports betting fan, you gotta go check out my
At
friends
the light,
Bet Rivers
turn left onto
Sportsbook.
West 14
There's
Mile
a
Road.
reason Bet
Then
Rivers
turn
is
right
your
onto
hometown
Inkster Road.
sportsbook, and it's because they have the best lines and the best customer service that always puts fans first. So right now, Bet Rivers is offering fans 20% live profit boosts every Monday, Wednesday, and
At the stop
Friday.
sign,
All
turn
you have
right
to do
onto
is
Inkster
log into
Road.
your account during the promotional window on those days, and you'll be rewarded with your 20% boost to use on live offerings. With the NBA and Stanley Cup playoffs coming down to the wire, you don't want to miss out on these great boosts on game days.
In
Plus,
1.4
if you're
miles,
new to Bet
turn
Rivers,
right onto
they'll
Northwestern
match
Highway.
100% of your first deposit up to $250. All you have to do is use the promo code 250MATCH. You use that code when you sign up, so remember that's 250MATCH. So log in or create your account today via the Bet Rivers app or at betrivers.com. Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Bet with the winner. Visit betrivers.com for full terms and conditions. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. 75 northbound at 8 Mile, a disabled vehicle leaves only the left lane open as you head into the work zone. Also, a couple of crashes working 275 southbound at 8 Mile and 94 westbound at 10 Mile. For fast service of AC plumbing or electrical, call Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. 37 years in the business. Free in-home estimates on Train AC and furnace. Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit mastercraftheating.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
A station where your opinion matters. This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Abraham and Rose.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute. When we last left John Rahm, the 26-year-old Spaniard was doubled over in anguish 2 weeks ago, having learned that a positive COVID-19 test meant that he could not play the final round of the Memorial. A tournament, by the way, which he was leading by 6 shots. So yesterday was poetic justice as Rahm claimed his first major title by birdieing the final 2 holes for one-stroke victory over Louis Oosthuizen
At the next light,
US Open.
turn
At
right.
one point, a dozen players had legitimate chances to capture the Open, but the big names such as DeChambeau, Koepka, McIlroy imploded down the stretch, while the steady Rahm finished the back 9 with 7 pars and those 2 birdies. The big believer in karma, Rahm said, with his father and 2-month-old son on site, it was quite a memorable Father's Day. The 3 generations of Rahms. Congratulations to John Rahm, this year's U.S. Open champion. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Companies. We all know the housing market is red hot this summer. So
At
if
the
you've
light,
been thinking about
turn right onto
refinancing or buying
Northwestern
a new
Highway.
home, right now is the perfect opportunity to save big by taking advantage of our Rocket Mortgage Prime Sale. That's right. If you refinance and lock your rate today, you'll get an additional 1/4 point off today's already low mortgage pricing. Or perhaps you're looking to purchase a home. Rocket Mortgage can give you the edge that you need. Apply for a verified approval letter by June 20. 22nd, and you'll receive between $250 and $1,500 in closing credits, as long as your loan amount is $100,000 or more. But hurry, you only have hours left to save with this great opportunity, the Rocket Mortgage Prime Sale. Call 833-8ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com today. That's 833-8ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket.
Exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with other offers. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states.
In 6.2 miles, take exit 14C onto M39 and Southfield Freeway.
Fisher is different? How? Don't you just ride the wave?
Nope. We actively manage client portfolios based on our forward-looking views of the market. In times like these, we understand that clients want proactive communication and guidance.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we get to know our clients so we can tailor their portfolios to their specific goals and needs. We even offer resources on Social Security, Medicare, tax efficiency, and more. Our primary goal is to help them achieve a comfortable retirement.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, the highest standard for a financial advisor. It means we're there for our clients and always put their interests first.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, our fees are transparent, structured so we do better when our clients do better. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you are switching to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different by management.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Before you buy or lease your next vehicle, come see what we can do for you at Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hi friends, Bill Gowling here, telling you about some of the great values going on during our Ram Spotlight sales event. Qualified Chrysler employees can lease a 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab V8 4x4 for just $347 a month. Leases for 39 months,
Stay in
10,000
the left
miles
3
with
lanes.
$2,000 down. We have more than 1,500 vehicles available only at Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bloomfield Hills, Chelsea, Roseville, or online at Gowling.com.
Jerome listed on the market with a realtor who just couldn't get it sold? Don't give up. Call me, Mark Z. Get your home sold.
just fell apart, and it was.
Well, you know what, Kev? Brooksy was right there. He kind of fell apart at the end, too.
He did. And for you and I, we've talked about this for the last couple of weeks. After having met Bryson, I was cheering a little bit, and I was disappointed.
I wasn't really cheering for him because I'm watching him play. It's so aggravating. Rob's Better 18 yesterday was the It's like, I know.
The sacrifices you make.
Yeah, exactly. So it was great.
In 1.6 miles, take exit 2 onto US 24.
Marissa was working, and when I was much harder to play night calls, but this was like 7:15 at night. So that's I got there and I had to wait because it was so late in the area on Saturday. And then I went to a restaurant by myself, sat at the bar, had dinner at the bar, at Pepino's.
How enjoyable is that?
The restaurant that Chris Hutchinson's family.
Yes.
That was good. And then yesterday, I had 18 holes. My daughter Marissa met me at the pool. Sat at the pool for a few hours. Then we had buddies. She went and got it while I could prepare for taping the Foxworks. I could put on Woody Woodruff yesterday and watched a lot of sports. So it was a very enjoyable Father's Day.
She gave you all the corners?
She gave me all the corners. Oh, she didn't have the corners. I had. She had the antipasta salad with the straw.
Oh, so you got your own pizza?
Yeah, I got my own pizza.
Wow. What a great day.
Greg, anything good?
Well, that particular, we did get a new
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 202 onto US 24.
Somebody off of Facebook Marketplace, so I got to spend a couple hours just by myself driving up to Waterford from Dearborn.
But at least you didn't have to ride the bike back this day.
No, I didn't. That's good because this wasn't even an electric hybrid bike. I also got the news that my wife thought that Father's Day is...
Take the exit, then keep left onto Telegraph Road toward Taylor.
So happy Father's Day, everybody.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left onto Telegraph Road toward Taylor.
She thought it was like Christmas, huh?
Kind of like that, yes.
Yes.
It's just, no, Father's Day is always just the Sunday of the U.S. Open.
Keep
That's
left,
the way.
Yes.
then
Exactly,
continue
that's
onto
why last year
Telegraph
I
Road.
forgot it. I forgot what exactly day it
Continue
was.
onto Telegraph
Because of the
Road.
pandemic, we didn't have the U.S. Open at its usual time last year.
That's correct.
So it was, the 14th was coming up, and the day happened and it passed, and it was like, oh, okay, I mean, Father's Day, that was kind of lame. Nothing exciting happened. Then I realized it was the next week.
All right, the Tigers finished their series with the Angels in Anaheim. They win 5-3. So at least they, got one. And the Angels are a good offensive team, and they get with Ohtani. There were certain things in the game yesterday I kind of questioned. One didn't hurt them. One kind of did. Now I know his first at bat, Casey Mize struck out Ohtani. But there was nobody on base. Tigers are leading 3-1, and Ohtani comes up in the bottom of the 5th inning. After he walked Ward, I don't know. He didn't bother to pitch to him with the guy on base. He's so hot right now. So that's the one thing I might criticize. But here's the other thing, and we'll ask AJ. I don't know if he was asked about this after the game. I didn't see it in the post game. We'll ask him when we have him on. I believe we
In
have him on
4.4 miles, make a U-turn.
In the bottom of the 10th inning, Tigers are leading 5-3, and of course you start with a guy on second base. So the first guy strikes out. Farmer strikes him out. So you got a guy on second base. Ohtani comes up.
That's your closer.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
They basically, what they did was they gave him an unintentional walk.
Right, they
didn't
pitched
give
to
him
him,
anything.
but they didn't give him anything.
Right. Let me ask you this. Why would you even take a chance on throwing, if you're going to walk him, especially after the first 2 pitches or even the 3 of them, why would you take a chance on even throwing a wild pitch where the runner on second would move up to third? Just put up your 4 fingers, and if you're going to walk him, walk him. Why even bother? He's not going to swing at bad pitches.
Well, because he's Ohtani, right? But he might, right? He's still a human, right? And I know he's hitting extremely well, but you give him something, because Fulmer does seem to have really good control right now.
But it was obvious what they were doing. They weren't giving him anything to hit. He took the first 2 pitches. All right, I can see Baby not doing it from the get-go.
Yeah.
But once it becomes 2-0 and then 3-0, look, it didn't hurt him. There was no wild pitch. But I kind of think, just put up your 4 fingers, set him to first base. That way you eliminate.
And now you create a force out at any back.
Yeah, I have no problem with the walking.
Right, yeah. So, but to your point, if you give him the intentional walk, now instead of taking any risk at all,
right,
you have a force out at any bag.
Right. Now, 1st and 3rd, you still have a double play situation still for the next batter, but it completely eliminates the chance of because a lot of Fulmer stuff goes, you know, the dirt when the slider's going good, and sometimes it can get bad. You know, just a little piddly thing. But I just, I kind of thought it was weird. Why would you give that guy a chance to tie the game?
In that moment, I am reserved most times to agree with you, but I kind of do on this one because you don't want to give them any opportunity. Ohtani had 4 hits in the entire series. All 4 of them were home runs.
Right.
And so it's not like he was, and that's kind of what we see with some of the better hitters right now. It's either swing for the fences or nothing. And, you know, he did get walked a number of times because you're not going to give him something like Fulmer did in the 10th.
Right.
But why even take the risk at that time? You know what? Hey, if you, part of it could be the fact that A.J. Hinch wanted to show Michael Fulmer, I've got faith in you, that you can do what I'm going to ask you to do, that you can get close, but you have enough control that if he takes a swing at something outside the strike zone, doesn't mean it can't go yard, but chances are it'll be a fly ball or maybe it'll be a ground out, and it's more of a confidence builder in manager to pitcher.
I understand. Like I said, it was a little thing that remind me of the next day. We'll ask him about that. I just thought it just takes up, it's an unnecessary risk.
Yeah, there was a risk, that's for sure.
All right, our telephone number 248-539-9797. Heather who's next?
I do. So if you guys are trying to lose weight, or anyone out there is trying to lose weight, you might not actually want to try this dieting trend.
I tried them all, but nothing works. Hey, you want to get away, relax, simply have a great time? The D has everything you need in Las Vegas. You knew that place was going crazy yesterday when Nick Roy scored in overtime to give the Golden Knights the win over Montreal to tie that series at 2. Of course, when you watch them play the Vegas Golden Knights at the T-Mobile Arena, you actually see, you know, the D Casino on the boards because the D does everything great. Lots of fun there. Great food at the D. They got Joe Vaccaro's Andiamo Italian Steakhouse right there. American Coney Island at the D if you want something casual. Want to play golf? Talk golf today? Great golf courses in Vegas. You know, ask them right there. You know what? They'll hook you up with great tee times and a lot of the great courses in Las Vegas. A lot of fun at the Long Bar, even if you're not staying at the D. Come on down, have a great time. Bartenders put on a show. Derek Stevens, the owner, we heard him on our show on Friday. You know, sees you there. You know, we sent you and just might get you a cocktail. It's very inexpensive, so go now and book right now. TheD.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by St. Joseph Mercy. There's an accident now affecting the 96 Jeffries westbound ramp to the Southfield Freeway. The crash is on the right shoulder, 275 southbound at 8 Mile. We're dealing with flooding, 75, the exit ramp to eastbound 94, and 94 westbound exit to Woodward. Also 75 traffic still heavy and slow anywhere between 14 Mile and McNichols. You'll find the deck over at Lincoln Trust is Woodward. I'm Michelle Penny with traffic.
Radio.com is now Odyssey. Download the Odyssey app and listen to 97.1 The Ticket and all the sports, news, music, and podcasts that move you.
The new St. Joe's and IHA Livonia Medical Center is open, offering easy access for your healthcare needs, from primary care to outpatient surgery, imaging services, to urgent care. Together, we're creating a better healthcare experience. Learn more, LivoniaMedicalCenter.org.
Now's a great time to get a new Toyota during our Toyota Summer Getaway Sales Event. Hi friends, Phil Golling here for Golling Toyota of Warren, telling you about some of the great values. During June, qualified buyers can receive either a $1,000 customer cash or 1.9 APR financing for 60 months on all 2021 Toyota Corollas, including the hybrid that gets 53 miles per gallon. We have a limited selection and are located in the corner of Van Dyke and 696. That's Golling Toyota of Warren, your Toyota connection. Check us out online at GollingToyota.com.
We asked people in Michigan why they got the COVID-19 vaccine.
Because I am 24 weeks pregnant and we wanted to protect our baby boy.
I vaccinated to protect my family, protect my friends, and help our community.
Turn Chestnut Street. Then turn right onto Syracuse Street.
My best friend couldn't. She caught COVID and passed away the day before her birthday. That is my why.
Able to hug my mom again. Haven't been able to hug her in over a year.
I want to hug my grandma again. I'm ready to get back to somewhat normal.
All the vaccines have been tested for safety and are trusted by doctors.
I'm
Go
vaccinated.
past this stop sign.
I'm coming to give
Then
you a
at the
big
next
hug.
one, turn
I love
right.
you, Mom.
You've got your why. Now find a vaccine near you at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Syracuse Street. Then the destination is on your right.
One by one, our kids will go back to school. We come together as a community. One by one, we go to concerts.
To celebrate together.
One by one, back to business.
As we each get the COVID-19 vaccine,
One by one, we can all breathe a little easier.
Get vaccination updates and the latest information at OaklandCountyVaccine.com.
at Bank of America, we believe
The
in
destination
the
is
power
on
of
your
action.
right.
That's why we've expanded
14464
our long-standing
Syracuse
efforts
Street.
to drive progress by
Arrived.
committing an additional $1.25 billion to advance racial equality and economic opportunity.